But early, like in the process, or early, like
Early in the morning.
It was just early this morning.
No, we didn't get to warm up, but
That's what we're
luckily
for.
Eurovision is in the night.
Luckily. Well, Tix, I would like to start with the question that you got the diagnosis of Tourette syndrome really early on in your school period. That has uncontrollable tics, part of the Tourette syndrome, but that has led to your nickname. Please tell us all about that.
Yeah, so basically, I grew up with Tourette syndrome and OCD, and at a point people started calling me TIX, and I couldn't get them to stop. And so I decided to try to take ownership of the name, and I decided I wanted that to be my artist name. I had started with music, and I found this unique kind of piece. My tics got milder when I played music, and so I started playing the guitar and then the piano, and I learned to produce the songs because I didn't have anyone to play with. And eventually I noticed that I kind of see music in a different way, like visually. I can see music as colors.
Really?
And shapes, yeah.
So in what colors do you see your song?
My song is kind of the same as the stage lights.
Yeah?
Kind of like this light blue kind of color with some black in it. Well, yeah, and so, yeah, my whole mission has basically just been to make people understand that, or like to be an example that you can actually turn your biggest weakness into your greatest strength.
Because you turned it into something really positive. So
it's right here.
Yeah. So what was the moment for you that you decided, I'm going to flip the script?
In what way?
In what way that you made your nickname into your artist name?
I think that was just like...
Was that a moment, or was it a period of time, or was it a process?
It was just felt like it was meant to be. Like since that was something that people already called me by that name, so it seemed natural to just use that name and try to turn it into a positive instead of a negative.
Well, we have a lot of questions coming in online for you. And the first question is from Danilo from Euro Podcast, and he has the question: Dear Tix, who is your biggest inspiration and support?
My cat. He's probably my biggest support.
You have one? Or two?
Yeah, one cat.
What's his name?
His name is Findus. Yeah. I think so. Or maybe like Hannah Montana. A long time ago. She was like one of the main influences when I started making music.
Well, thank you, Danilo, for your question. The next question is from Jasmine from that Eurovision site. And the question is, hello Tix, my question is, how do you relax when not preparing for Eurovision?
I don't.
You don't?
No, I haven't slept properly since October. So, because in this head, I guess people in Norway know this by now, but there's always so much going on in here, and I really have so much passion, not for the music, but I know that's wrong to say, but because I should be sitting here telling you guys that music is my life. I love music, but what I love about music is that it's kind of a tool for me to make people feel better. And it's a way of, when I won the Eurovision in Norway, in my speech, I told people that I felt like an ugly duckling for a long time. And I just want everyone to understand that eventually every single ugly duckling will grow up to become a swan. And that's kind of the message I want to send here. I forgot the question, but I'm still talking. I'm just gonna keep.
Well, I'm just listening. Like, I'm really curious. Like, what's coming next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's very inspirational, you know, because you really have a message behind the song, and I also understood that you would rather have the message come through than win.
Yeah, I mean, like, both would be fine, I guess. But to me, I mean, like, nobody can guarantee you winning the Eurovision Song Contest. But I can guarantee for myself that I am going to move some people, and I am going to be an influence, and I'm going to impact some lives out there.
Yeah. Well, that was we also have a question from Finland.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Finland. The question is, what would you like to say to the people who bullied you as a child?
It's okay. Like, people bully each other all the time. It's like, I don't think anyone who really loves Eurovision, I don't think anyone can tell or can say truthfully that they haven't ever experienced being bullied. And that's, to me, that's kind of the message that I want to send here, that that the fact that we're not perfect is exactly what makes us so insanely valuable. And I think that's why I really want to be in Eurovision, because Eurovision is all about diversity and including people.
So it's really beautiful that you don't hold resentment and that you made it something.
No, I wish. I mean, I've turned it into something that can actually help people. I've gotten thousands of messages by now from people telling me how I influenced their kids or their friends or themselves. People telling me, sending me very descriptive messages about how I've been saving lives with my songs. And
I think that's the most inspirational that you can achieve as an artist, right?
yeah, probably it's the greatest honor.
Yeah. We have a question from Roberto from Eurofestivalitalia.net, and his question is, hi TIX, what does it mean for you to be representing your country?
All right.
There's a little laugh there.
Hi, Norway. It really means a lot to me. I never really thought that would happen.
Why? You are a great producer as well. You produced your own song.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, well, I guess like the self-consciousness, sometimes I guess it just never kind of disappears. You just kind of learn to live with it and use it to your advantage instead. I was not really prepared to represent Norway. But I'm hoping, and I'm really, really, really trying to do a good job.
Well, I'm sure Norway is really proud of you.
Thank you.
We have time for a question out of the audience. Are there any questions? You, sir, would you kindly stand up for us and introduce yourself as our assistant comes over with the microphone? Can you introduce yourself and tell us your question?
Hello, Alvaro from Eurovisionary.
Hi!
My question would be, what is the craziest outfit you have?
The craziest outfit you have.
Have you seen what I'm wearing these days?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, well, the craziest outfit, I think that's probably the craziest outfit. So far, that is. Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, I would probably be naked. Yeah, that's the craziest outfit. I'm sorry I couldn't have a more interesting answer.
We'll come to your question in a bit. I have another question coming in online. It's from
It
Sherelle.
feels like I'm on Oprah.
Well, I would love to.
You get a new phone, you get a new phone, you get a Eurovision ticket. Fun times.
Just underneath your seat. You just have to lift.
I can do this every day.
We have a question coming in from Sharilla from the Netherlands, here in Holland. And the question is, how does your clothing work with your message, or is it just your style? Because it's awesome.
Thank you. I tend to separate TIX and Andreas. TIX became this larger-than-life character whose sole purpose is to be extra, to be flashy. He has this image about wealth and just taking up a lot of space. And the term fallen angel, the expression fallen angel is commonly used about someone who has been through some rough times, who's been struggling, but still has a lot of inner beauty. And that's what the whole song is about.
With the clothing as well.
It's about being able to recognize your own worth while still feeling inadequate. And the clothing is a way of just portraying this song visually. This beautiful, beautiful creature that should obviously be up in heaven, but he can't because he has all these demons, all these insecurities, all these struggles holding him back. And that's the whole thing about the outfit. I would personally probably not wear something like that in Norway ever. Let me just assure you guys that this is not how we dress normally in Norway.
What? I thought everybody in Norway looked like that.
Well, some politicians maybe.
They look like that in Holland here as well.
They do.
Yeah. We have time for one more question here in the audience. Sir, would you please stand up and, of course, introduce yourself?
Hello TIX, JP from Radio International. What I would like to know is what triggered you to put a song into the Melody Grand Prix Norway? What was the story behind it and the process of creating Fallen Angel?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, sure. What triggered you to write Fallen Angel, and what is the process in having written that song?
Okay. So first, like I said, I produce most of my songs on my own. Basically because I just had to learn to produce on my own because I didn't really have anyone to play music with. And I produced the instrumental for Fallen Angel. And I had this really melancholic feeling that I couldn't really explain. I couldn't put it into words. And so I decided just to hit the record button once and see what came out. And no lyrics, but the melody I sang that one time was basically what I'm singing on stage.
So you just had that melody just inside you?
Yeah, and I feel like what's so special about that song is, to me, that melody is the closest that I've ever gotten to describe some of my deepest inner emotions. It's like, I think that's the farthest you can get inside my heart.
Well, we saw a bit today, and I hope to be seeing more of you the coming days. And I wish you all the best of luck, and I would like to thank you for your time. Because for the photographers, it's now time to head over to the press wall. But we are doing it a little different now. There's going to be a queue right over there. And we will all have some time to have a little press moment over there. And TIX, I would like to ask you to move over there as well for the photographers. I'd like to thank you, good luck, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Can I have an applause for TIX?